I told you that was the last video, but actually I just want to give you the next step. We just met and I'm already like, oh my goodness. So the next steps after you already implemented that funnel that I'm telling you from your ad and then your direct messages, then after 30 days, you should already have some bookings. And again, this depends on a lot of factors. It could be from 4 or 5 bookings up to 20 bookings if we are talking about $300 in ad spend. Now, if we keep running the business only by that way, it's going to be super hard to actually scale because you are talking to the hardest part of potential clients. Like you are getting to completely to get them to book. That's the hardest, where you're running your business in hard mode, which is when it comes to the next steps. And I wanted to share this with you because I feel like then you can have a better idea. All right. So you already got cash flow and you already understand your numbers and you know how much you can spend in your business. So we talk about this, right? We have reach, and this we already talk about through ads to media, social media, to reels, etc. Then we have this other step, let's say, which is your nurture. And in this case, for this particular funnel that we talk about, it's nurture and the conversion, kind of like in the same. It's not always like that, but in this case, it works like that because we actually talking to them and then selling. Now, that does take work, right? Now here, you can actually delegate this part because there's a lot of back and forth. And I will put it in blue. You can have an AI assistant, bot, or you can also have a VA, virtual assistant, someone who can help you out with all these conversations and you can have your time back. This could be a next step because it's important for you to know how to sell. Like, even if you hire someone or you have an AI bot, it's always important for you to know how to sell. Now, the next step, once this is happening, you already have some cash flow in your pockets, which is where you can actually have system automation, right? And here we can actually talk about your website, like how we are talking about SEO and how we are talking about like reminders and all these fancy things, right? Review request, referral request, and many other things that are important for your business, but these are not as important as whenever we don't have clients. We first need to have clients, which is basically here. So because we are talking to people who is completely strangers, and that's the hardest part to do because they are trust you the less that we talked before. This part is when you can actually start retargeting. Like you already start building up people from the ads, people who didn't book. So your ad, they clicked on it, they liked it, they shared. They didn't book, but they already know you exist. And they somehow interacted with you, maybe already in your conversations, but they haven't actually booked. Here's when you can actually have the retargeting. Right? In Facebook, I believe, I might be wrong, but the last time I checked, you can actually do this whenever you have at least 1,000 people in one audience. Cool. Like retargeting can be done through ads, through email, can be done through SMS, right? Through your organic, etc. So there are many ways you can actually reach back to them. But basically, it's just like, hey, I'm here. I can help you with this way. Here, basically, in this retargeting areas where your cost per booking start becoming way more affordable. Like if we are talking about, and this is numbers based on my clients, obviously it might not apply to you, it might, it's even better. When we are talking about high peak months, we're talking from $15 per booking, which is insane. But if we are retargeting, we not only lower this cost per book, it's gonna be way easier to do the selling. Like people already trust you more. Therefore, retargeting have a lower cost, a more success. It's faster, it's cheap, but we don't get to this retargeting until we start bringing in people. Retargeting is going in your funnel, like it's getting basically to your middle of funnel and down, obviously your bottom funnel. This is people who already trust you better, and it's gonna be easier for them to actually book an appointment. Therefore, we should always be bringing in people like here, always through ads, through reels, to whatever, always bringing more people to your funnel. But also as soon as we can, as soon as it's possible, then we start also retargeting here. It's gonna be way easier to convert these people right here than to convert these people right here. And that's when we start doing this retargeting, all these other things with email, with SMS and more. So basically this is roughly speaking what we can do in the next step. We reach out through Facebook ads, then we start nurturing and do the conversion in your direct messages. You can automate this, have your time back with AI assistant bot or virtual assistant, and then you can have systems in place and automations. That's here when we start worrying about all these automations for your business. We don't care about this just yet until we actually have some cash flow in clients. If we don't have anything, like we don't really have to focus on any of this. And then as we are getting more and more cash flow, then we can actually start retargeting, right? And then we can think about other. But this is for another video. I don't want to make this super large. And now this is obviously the last video. All right, that's everything for this mini series. It's the fundamentals of marketing. particular about which is training people all the way down to your funnel and then eventually do the conversion. And we'll see you around in the next videos. I'm gonna post more content about this because I really want to help as many permanent makeup artists as possible. Right? Bye. Have a great day.